Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to East Lansing, Michigan, as Iowa takes their Hawkeye Road Show on the road to take on the Spartans of Michigan State and try to bounce back from last week's disappointing loss. Hayden Fry said the Hawkeyes had a great week of work, and he looks forward to today's contest. Iowa kicking off, that is Brian Hurley putting the toe to the football. It goes to Holman, and he's knocked down by Pat Boone, a return of 24. Let's move to 2nd and 6. Thomas goes around the left side, and he's a good back. He's out over the 35-yard line. On the very next play, Thomas again gets the call, starts around the right side, and he's knocked down by Mike Daly for a loss of 2. On 3rd down, Michigan State to the air, and a big play, Miller to Outlaw. The tackle by Jason Olesnik, good for a gain of 20. 1st and 10 now for Michigan State. Goulbourne off left tackle. He's again hit by Jason. That for a gain of 10. 2 plays later, 2nd and 6. Goulbourne up the middle, tackled by Olesnik, and Porter after a gain of 11. The drive finally stalls. Michigan State tries the field goal. Stoyanovich, 37-yard field goal attempt is good. 3:41 gone on the possession, and Michigan State 3, Iowa nothing. Kickoff goes to Ryan Terry. He goes up the right side and finally knocked down by Triplett along the far sideline, a 44-yard return. Let's go to 1st and 10 from that point. Burmeister, who would have an excellent day. Over the middle, Harold Jasper takes the football in for a gain of 17. 1st and 10, Burmeister throws to Odom along the right side, that for a gain of 7. 2 plays later, 1st and 10, Burmeister into the left flat, and an acrobatic catch by Anthony Dean, gain of 9. 2nd and 6, 2 plays later, Burmeister rolls right and jumps up the middle and gains 8. Let's move to 1st and goal from the 12. Burmeister back to pass, but he's in trouble and knocked down by Jackson for a loss of 6. Make it 2nd and 18. Burmeister over the middle, this time to Odoms for a gain of 7. 3rd and goal, ball resting at the 11. Burmeister over the middle to Willie Guy. He's hit by Garnett and gains 5. That brings on Todd Romano for the field goal attempt. It is up, it is good. So we are tied, Michigan State 3 and Iowa 3. By the way, that was a 42-yard drive. It took 9 plays. Hurley kicks off. Again, Holman has the football at the 2. He goes straight up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, brings it out 28 yards. Let's move to 2nd and 7. Thomas around the left side. He's hit by Scott Plate for a loss of 1. 3rd and 8 now. Ball resting at the 32. Miller passes over the middle to Carter. He's hit by Mike Daly after a gain of 8. 2 plays later. This is 2nd and 5. Goulbourne outside the right end, and he goes down the sideline and gains 11. 1st and 10 now. Ball at the 44. Thomas forced into the middle on the draw. The tackle by Parker Wildman, a loss of 2. 2 plays later, 3rd and 12. Miller back to pass. He's sacked by Larry Blue. Hayden Fry would say it was his best game as a Hawkeye. That brings up a punting situation. Solani hits it. Willie Guy has the ball at the 20. From there, Paul Burmeister calls his team down. He throws. There's Harold Jasper with the football over the left side. The tackle by Manson, a gain of 15. 2 plays later, 2nd and 6 from the 39. Terry off right tackle, and he loses 1. That eventually brings up a punting situation. Gallery punts to Coleman at the 27, fair catch. 1:46 left to go in the 1st quarter. Michigan State, as Thomas goes up the middle, and he gains nothing as he slips down. Michigan State's drive also fails to materialize, so Solani again has to punt. It comes down at the 38. It was a 31-yard punt with no return. Let's move to 2nd and 10, ball at the 38. Burmeister wants to throw long, looking for Harold Jasper, just overthrown. That brings up a 3rd down. Burmeister looks, finds Scott Slutzker. By the way, Scott had a big day. He was knocked out by Fredrickson right there as the first quarter comes to a close, and we're all knotted up at 3. To begin the second quarter, Nick Gallery punts. Coleman has it at the 15, and he looks like he's free along the left side, breaks a tackle, still going out at midfield, pushed out at the 49-yard line. 14:47 left to go in the first half. Thomas up the middle, breaks 2 or 3 tackles, and he gains 7 tough yards. 3 plays later, 3rd and 5, ball at the 32. Miller looks, good protection over the middle to Outlaw, and he takes a lick and comes up with the football and gaining 15. Show you a replay on that. Good protection. Miller fires it, and he takes a lick by Jason Lesnick right there across the middle of the field. 2 plays later, 2nd and 7, ball at the 14. Miller throws to Green in the left flat. Tony Bates comes up with a nice tackle, a gain of only 1. 3rd and 6, Miller over the middle, intended for Carter. Good defense. But there is a flag, and Iowa is called for pass interference. Let's move to 2nd and goal. Goulbourne outside the right end on the pitch, but there is no gain. 3rd and goal now. Coleman gets the pitch. It's a reverse. Looks like a tackle for a loss. No, he breaks it. 10-5, touchdown. Oh my, Iowa had the defense called, but Michigan State scores anyway. 9:24 left to go in the first half. The Spartans 10 and the Hawkeyes 3. Stojanovic kicks off, and Harold Jasper takes it. He brings it straight up the middle for 20 before he's knocked down by Green. Let's go to 2nd and 10, ball at the 24. Burmeister wants to throw. Over the middle, open is Odoms. He gains 17. 2 plays later, 2nd and 8, ball at the 43. Cedric Shawver left guard. He is knocked down for a loss of 1. 3rd and 7 now. Burmeister again wants to throw, finds Odoms, but he steps out of bounds short of the first down marker. That brings up a 4th and 2. Gallery to punt, 22-yard punt. Ball is knocked down at the Iowa 28-yard line. 1st and 10 there for the Spartans. Miller wants to throw. Nice pass to Green. He's tackled there by a host of Hawkeyes, but gains 8. Bring up 3rd and 1, 2 plays later from the 38. Goulbourne gets the call. He cuts outside. He looks like he may be gone 30, 25, 20. Makes a move and finally dragged down after a 52-yard gain. On the very next play, Michigan State goes straight up the middle. As Holman's in for the touchdown, it was a 71-yard drive, took just 4 plays, and the Spartans are up 17-3. 5:26 left to go, first half. Stojanovic kicks off. Jasper takes it, makes a couple of moves, darts out over the 30 and up near the 35. Let's move to the second play of the drive. 2nd and 6, ball at the 39. Burmeister looks out in the flat to Jasper, a little mix-up. Personal foul, however, called on Michigan State, a 15-yard penalty, and Iowa has the ball at the 49. From there, Burmeister wants to throw, now takes off. He goes up the middle, goes into the slide and gains 8. 2 plays later, 3rd and 1, ball at the 40. Burmeister calls the signal, fake, keeps himself, and gains 2. That brings up a 1st and 10 for the Hawkeyes at the 38. Burmeister wants to throw, does. Harold Jasper with the completion, and he gains 16. 3 plays later, 3rd and 12, ball at the 24. Burmeister throws to Scott Slutzker on a nice catch. He gains 14. 1st and goal now. Burmeister fakes, rolls right, looks into the end zone, directs traffic, throws, touchdown. Scott Slutzker has it for a big score. Have a replay of that one for you, and you will see that Paul Burmeister, moving out of the pocket, has lots of time and throws and finds big number 84, Scott Slutzker, for the score. 65-yard drive in 9 plays, and the Hawkeyes move within 7 at Michigan State 17 and Iowa 10. On the kickoff from Hurley, it is Wright who takes the ground ball and returns it for 11. 1st and 10, ball at the 34. Thomas cuts around the left side and makes a couple of nice moves, moves the pile as he gains 11. On the very next play from the 45-yard line, screen play called. Goulbourne with the reception, but he's knocked down by Hilliard for no gain. Make it 2nd and 10. Miller again wants to throw. He had a good day. Finds Carter here. He's hit by Pat Boone, but he gains 16 on the play. 2 plays later, 1st and 5, ball at the 34. Miller escapes some pressure, throws along the left sideline. The ball is intercepted by Scott Plate, but look at this. The ball is taken away, and Michigan State comes back with the ball and a 1st down. 1st and 5, ball at the 30. Miller passes over the middle. It's taken by Coleman. He's hit by Boone. 15-yard penalty called against Michigan State as time is running down. Miller on the next play tries to pass. He's knocked down by Larry Blue at the half, 17 to 10. Well, obviously, Iowa is inspired to play better football this week, and they've done just that. So let's see how the second half goes. The kickoff into the end zone, Iowa downs it, but would you believe there was a personal foul called against the Hawkeyes on that kickoff, so they start from the 10. From there, Cedric Shaw gets the call, and he has no gain on 1st down. 2nd and 10, Burmeister throws, the ball is tipped and intercepted, intended for Anthony Dean, and Michigan State takes over on the first play. Goulbourne into the middle. He's hit by Porter and Wells, but he gains 7. Let's go to 2nd and goal. Goulbourne gets the call straight up the middle. He's hit, ball's free, and Iowa comes up with it. Show you the replay, and my goodness, did the Hawkeyes put a lick on Goulbourne down near the goal line. The ball comes free, and the Hawkeyes recover in the end zone and take over at their own 20 on the touchback. This is 2nd and 10 from the 20. Burmeister wants to throw, but now he's in trouble, and he is sacked by Hammond's loss of 2. 3rd and 12, ball at the 18. Burmeister over the middle. There is Dean wide open. He's finally knocked down by Manson, but he gains 21 and gets the 1st down. Let's move to 2nd and 6 at the 43. Burmeister looks, throws, finds Shaw. He's over midfield, 45, and bumped out of bounds short of the 40. 1st and 10 from the 42. Burmeister on the quarterback draw, keeps himself, slides down and gains 8. 2 plays later, 3rd and 4, ball at the 37. Burmeister wants to throw, finds big Scott Slutzker. He has it 30, 25, makes a move inside the 20, out of bounds at the 18. Good looking drive. 1st and 10 from that point. Ryan Terry gets the call, but there's not much doing. He gains nothing. 2nd and 10, ball at the 18. Burmeister wants to throw. Now he's going to be in trouble, and he is sacked by Manson, loss of 9. 3rd and 19, ball at the 27. Burmeister wants it all, throws in the end zone for Jasper, just broken up, pass is incomplete. That brings up a 4th and 19, ball at the 27. Romano, field goal try is up and no good. So a nice looking drive yields no point. 7:25 left, 3rd quarter. Michigan State, Miller wants more. He decides to throw, but he's knocked down by Mike Wells for a loss of 8. 2nd and 18 from that point. Goulbourne gets the call. He goes around left end. Scott Plate's there, but he gains 9. 3rd and 9 from the 28 for the Spartans. Miller again wants to throw. There's Larry Blue, and he wraps him up. Loss of 4. 4th and 13 punting situation. Solani comes on, kicks it to Willie Guy at the 25. Willie boots it, but picks it up. 5:27 left to go, third quarter from the 27. Burmeister wants to throw, finds Kent Call in the right flat, and he gains 9 yards. 3rd and 2 now, ball at the 35-yard line. Burmeister wants to throw, lots of time, throws over the middle, ball is just incomplete, intended for Harold Jasper. So the drive dies. That brings on Nick Gallery on 4th and 2. He hits it, a 37-yard punt and a 10-yard return by Hosier. 4:29 to go, third quarter. Iowa hanging in there. Let's go to 2nd and 9 from the 39. Miller passes into the left flat to Oregon. He's knocked down by Robinson, but gains 7. 3 plays later, 2nd and 10 from the 49. Miller back to pass, but Mike Wells has him. He loses 13. 3rd and 23. Ball resting at the 36. Miller wants to throw, does, complete to Coleman, but would you believe he's knocked down as he only gains 21 to set up a 4th down and a punting situation. The Spartans put the ball in the air, and it goes just into the end zone. So Iowa, 1:50 left to go in the third quarter, takes over. Burmeister on 1st down, wants to throw. Plenty of time, finds Scott Slutzker. But hold everything. This game was wiped out. Iowa called for holding. That brings up a 1st and 22. Ball is going to be marked all the way back to the 8. Kent Call gets the call around the left side, and he gains 8 yards. Make it 2nd and 14. Ball at the 16. Burmeister wants to throw, but oh my, he's in trouble and loses 5. 3rd and 19. Ball resting at the 11. Ryan Terry gets the call on the draw, and he gains 12, but he's well short of the 1st down as the third quarter ends. Michigan State still on top, 17-10. First play of the 4th quarter. Nick Gallery has to punt the football away, a 47-yard punt. No return by the Spartans, and there is 14 minutes and 51 seconds left to go in this ball game. On the first play for Michigan State, Goulbourne off left tackle, finally dragged down, but he gains 21. 3 plays later, 3rd and 4 from the 43. Miller still at quarterback, wants to throw, intended for Coleman, but broken up nicely by Pat Boone. Make it 4th and 4, and the Spartans have to punt the football back to the Hawkeyes. 39-yard punt. Ball is going to roll all the way to the Hawkeye 4-yard line. Let's move to the second play of the drive. Paul Burmeister rolling right, wants to throw, looks for Willie Guy, and yes, the officials say he got it. Gain of 13. 2 plays later, 2nd and 6 at the 22. Burmeister wants to throw, but he's knocked down by Hammond's loss of 4. That eventually kills the drive. Iowa has to punt the football away. Nick Gallery does the honors. 36-yard punt goes out of bounds at the Michigan State 46. Just over 10 minutes left to go in the game. This is 2nd and 6 from the 50. Goulbourne up the middle on the draw, but he gains 16. 2 plays later, 2nd and 5. Ball at the 29. Goulbourne over right guard, tackled by Daly and Hilliard for a loss of 1. 3rd and 6. Miller back to pass. He's knocked down by Larry Blue. He fumbles. It's recovered, though, by the Spartans. It was a loss of 11 and brought on a punting situation. Solani hits it. It goes just into the end zone. And with 7 minutes, 24 seconds left in the game, the Hawkeyes take over 1st and 10 at the 20. Burmeister wants to throw, finds Kent Call, and he gains 6. Let's go to 3rd and 4. Ball at the 26. Burmeister looking to keep the drive alive, finds Ryan Terry, and oh my, he just took his eyes off of it, and the ball was incomplete. So again, the Hawkeyes have to punt the football away. Gallery down to Coleman at the 42. Fair catch, 32-yard punt. Let's go to 3rd and 9 for Michigan State on the drive. Ball at the 43. Miller wants to throw. Good protection. Finds Coleman on the right side. He gains 9. 1st and 10. Ball at the 48. Goulbourne gets the call. He's outside right tackle, and he gains 14 before he's gang tackled. 2 plays later, 2nd and 9. Ball at the 33. Miller finds Carter one more time with a duck, and he gains 8. 2 plays later, it is 1st and 10. Ball at the 24. Goulbourne gets the call. He goes over left tackle. Then he cuts back right, and he finally gains 21, pushed out at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal now from that point. Goulbourne tries left guard, but he is stacked up by that Iowa Hawkeye defense. Make it 2nd and goal. Ball is at the 2. Goulbourne gets the call, slides outside, and just gets in for the score. With the extra point, Michigan State jumps on top 24-10 over Iowa. 1 minute, 40 seconds left in the ball game, but there is no quit in the Hawkeyes on this day. Stoyanovich kicks off to Jasper, and he brings it back 14 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 35. Burmeister wants to throw, dodges a tackler, sprints to his left, finds Russell, good on the catch for an 8-yard gain. 2 plays later, the Hawkeyes face 3rd and 2. Burmeister again finds Russell, and he gains 6. Make it 1st and 10. Ball is at the 49 for Iowa. Burmeister throws right, wide open is Dean, and he gains 16 more. 3 plays later, deep in Michigan State territory, it is complete to Cedric Shaw, and he is fighting and scrambling and going to be knocked down with a 1st down yardage. Make it 1st and 10. Burmeister throws for the corner of the end zone, just broken up on the far side. Broken up by Bell, and look at this. The Spartan fans stream onto the field. They think the game is over, but it is not. Michigan State will be charged with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and the Hawkeyes have another shot. Burmeister finds Terry. He slips to the left, trying to get in. He's finally knocked down, and that will do it. Despite a valiant effort on this day, Iowa falls to Michigan State 24-10.
I'd like to congratulate Michigan State. They did a real good job. They've got an excellent football team. And we knew that coming into the ball game, particularly their defense, the way they manhandled Michigan and actually should have won the ball game against Ohio State. Did a super job. We knew going into the game we'd have a very difficult time trying to run the football, and certainly they verified that. The only way we could move the ball was throwing the ball, and I thought Paul Burmeister had his best ball game. The offense had their best ball game in the Big Ten in that we didn't have the giveaways that we've been giving up. We've been giving the other team great field position with our mistakes, and today we didn't do that, and that's why I think Michigan State has a heck of a ball club. They had to work for everything they got. On the other hand, our defense didn't give us field position. We didn't get the turnovers. They played excellent defense right up until the last. I wish they could have ended up 17-10, but they finally just got worn out, and Michigan State's got some excellent ball carriers. But that's probably as good a job as anyone's done on Miller from a rush standpoint. No question in my mind that Larry Blue and Mike Wells played the best ball games they've played since they've been at Iowa. Just continually in the backfield, putting pressure on Miller or getting a sack. And overall, the defense did a heck of a job. We just offensively can't get enough points on the board. And but we're getting better, and I have to keep looking for the positive things. We worked our tail off today to get 10 points. We're back down there at the end of the ball game, and we just didn't have enough time. But I was real proud of the improved pass blocking, the throwing of Burmeister, keeping his cool, audibilizing, and the receivers did a good job catching the ball. Slusker made some great catches and runs, and I guess that pretty well covers it. I hate to lose here. Obviously, it's the first time we've lost up here. We had 5 victories and a tie, and we really had our kids souped up, and once again, it's Michigan State's credit that they won.
Coach said that you had your best game as a Hawkeye today. Would you agree with that assessment?
Maybe I did. It's hard to feel it right now if I played that well or not, but I had a few big plays. I had a couple sacks, and my intensity was really high today, and I was just playing, trying to get it from within, on just trying to make things happen. You know, it's been tough this whole year to make things happen. Just hopefully we can keep doing that.
How about this week compared to last week? And I mean, what happened during the week? Because this seemed like a different football team.
Things just started working a little better. You know, right away our offense was able to put some points on the board. You know, 3-point field goal, and that really sparked our defense. And then the defense had a couple of series where we held them and shut them down, and made them punt. Gave our offense the ball back, and we felt good about that, and we try to keep it going.
Last week was a real letdown for us, and we were all challenged. I think the team was challenged, and we were all individually challenged. And teams with character bounce back from that. I mean, we didn't bounce back and win. We weren't good enough to win. But I think it was obvious to everybody we bounced back, kept our heads up, and played a lot better than we did last week. And even though we want to win, we're disappointed we didn't win, we improved a lot, and that's important.
You talked a little bit about no more moral victories, and I'm sure you're probably not happy with this one, but talk about the future a little.
Well, it's a game like this is a little easier to build off than a game like last week. I mean, there were so many more positives that everybody could see and that we could see, so it's easier to go on after a loss like this. And you're right, there's no such thing as a moral victory when you're at this point. We're all disgusted at our one-loss record, but one thing we can feel good about is that we improved.